uplink station has been activated. Stormtroopers in the area.
This is just a gameplay commentary from Rodian Z. Here's a bit of my stats before I begin my commentary. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rodian Z here with a gameplay commentary. Come look at you. No, it's the first one. I gotta take this seriously, guys. Have a bit of fun at the same time. This is a gameplay commentary on the alien species of Rodian. You know, they look like a fly, but they sound like an Asian. This is not any of the new maps. This is the junkyard something. Don't know what it's called. I really should have searched that one up before I said it. This is going to be two main clips where you're going to see me playing. This is a very quick match of Supremacy. Is it? Yeah. And I go about. You don't get heaps of kills because the match ends too quick, but I'm going on a good streak as you see right here. In the gameplay commentary, I want to talk about upcoming DLC, the Outer Rim DLC, and whether or not I believe it's worth it or not. I personally don't feel it is. I'll discuss that later on. I also want to go on to the new maps, Twilight of Hoth and Survivors of Endor. They're the two recent ones. They're free DLC, so you don't need season pass or anything to get them. You don't need to pay for them. And why I believe they've released them. Well, from what I've read, there's reasons behind it. First of all, I want to start off with new DLC coming out, the Outer Rim DLC. It's quite funny, you know, the Star Wars Battlefront season pass. I've just seen so many memes. I honestly don't think it's worth it. I personally won't. I haven't bought the season pass. I'm going to buy the DLCs individually, and if I think it's worth it, I'll buy it. If not, I'll leave it. But with the new DLC, they're boasting about two new hero characters, a Celestian and Rodian, which is quite funny because if you think of it, you already can use those heads of those characters for your Rebel soldiers, like I'm using Rodian right now. You know, Greedo is Rodian. I don't know the other guy's name, but he's off Return of Jedi. He's Celestian, and you can use both of them on this. Well, you know, what's the point? Yeah, they're heroes. Yeah, of course they're going to have hero abilities, but I personally think they could have been a bit more endearing on their trying to make something new and innovative instead of making a recycled design of one of their already made characters available. So yeah. In saying that though, I have to, I guess, join the debate on who shot first with Greedo and Han Solo. Well, they say Greedo and John Cena have something in common. They both like to shoot their loads first. On that note, I'll leave you with that. Deal's just made up on the spot, so it's kind of shit. So, the new heroes, and worth it? No, I don't think they're worth it. I honestly don't. I think they're kind of slacked off. I think a lot of these companies nowadays are starting to slack off on their their development of games. Their innovation is just lacking because I don't know. I just think they're all run by corporates, right? So their main interests are budgets. You know, they lower budgets every year. They want to make more money. They want to hit their sales targets. So they're going to do that, and in order to do that, you know, they're going to make sacrifices to staff resources, which is going to affect content, of course. Do I think that's acceptable? No, I don't. But that's literally how they're doing it. So as we move on to our next clip, I've decided I will add that other clip in there. So we've got the two new maps for these next two clips. They're going to be in the gameplay commentary, so bear with me. You got this first one, which is Survivors of Endor. and another one will be Twilight of Hoth. Now, Survivors of Endor and Twilight of Hoth are 2 new free DLCs. The reason why they brought them through is because with the reviews of the game, you know, a lot of people were complaining that it was lacking in content, and so when they, I think, to make up for it, they've released these 2 new DLCs. For me, I think, what I think about these DLCs, these 2 new maps, I like them. I really love this map. You can see this map has a lot of like it's open, but it's not at the same time. There's a lot of like choke points like this bit here, and same with the other map. The other map has a lot of tunnels where, you know, they force you to get nitty and gritty and right in the face of the other team, and that's where this map does its thing, and that's where the other one does its thing too, Twilight of Hoth. I fully enjoy them both, and yeah, from my recommendations is you get on your Xbox, you update Battlefront, and you play these 2 new maps. I think it's hilarious how they've done a U-turn and said, oh, here, we've got some free maps for you, before they even released any paid maps. After people paid for season pass, it's kind of like shoving it in people's faces, considering the fact that the season pass for Star Wars Battlefront is like more expensive than games itself. It's just crazy. It's like, you know, that's where DLC is going to come nowadays. It's changing. It's all going to be about money, so it's going to be season passes. What you're doing when you're buying a season pass, you're prematurely putting your money away, and you're putting your money into their pockets. And are you going to get your money's worth? Who knows? It's a gamble, pretty much. You give your money prematurely away to them, and they're going to think, oh, that's sweet, we got the money. Do we even need anything? Do we need to care about how the content is going to go? No. I mean, yeah, they want to care about customers for future endeavors, but, you know, once you buy the game, once you pre-order the game, once you buy the season pass, you've given them their money. That's all they wanted in the first place. So I personally don't think they'll care from then on, you know, what what they're going to have in content. Probably the developers will, not the companies who own, not EA, not like some of the other companies like Activision for Call of Duty, you know, Ubisoft and all that. They don't care. They don't care about money. It's pretty obvious when you look at how they follow their practices and all that. It's all money to them. As I say, corporate businesses, the only way they survive, the only way they run is money. It's all run and fueled by greed. The thing is, it's up to us to see if it's acceptable to let them, you know, get away with it. But, you know, we all do. We've got a lot of fools out there that go along and buy games and they fall for it. And yes, we all, it's under the you know, the infamous pressure of, you know, there's a game that you want to get, you want to play, and then you got the DLC, and then all your friends start playing the DLC, so oh, I gotta buy a DLC, but they rely on that peer pressure, they rely on that, so everyone wants to have what they don't want to have, you know, like, it's a rock and hard place. There's a lot of gamers out there that see this and they're like, no, they want to boycott some of these games, boycott DLC. But, you know, there's a lot of other ones who fall for that crap all the time. And it's, you know, usually they could be the younger generation of gamers, and their parents just buy them whatever. So money to them doesn't really matter. They don't care. They haven't grasped the concept of, you know, the money and savings and budgeting and all that. It's all, I want the game. I want that one. I want that one. For me, I'm a single income family. I look after my family. It's my income we survive on. I gotta be picky on what I get. And so when it comes to these companies trying to rip us off and all that, I'm not gonna waste money on it. But anyway, that was me talking about new DLC. If I think it's worth it, buying it, nah. And talking about new maps. I like the new maps. See you on Battlefront. If you want to play with me, come hit me up.